Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be doing an in-depth review of the top transfer card, Jesse Lingard. This will cover all the aspects that this card possesses and should really help you to figure out if he's worth going for, and also will give you a great idea of him overall in a more detailed sense rather than most of the card reviews out there that I know. So I'll be giving his strengths and weaknesses to see if he will fit in your team or not. Therefore, if you haven't subscribed already, I ask if you do. I spend a lot of time on creating my videos and working on my videos, and this one in particular took almost a week for me to edit and put together. It takes seconds to subscribe to the channel, it helps support my work, and you get great content in return. Now let's get started with the video. Before we start, I would like to give a quick preview of the card and to give you an overview if it's worth buying and if it will fit in your team. So, if you are looking for a center attacking midfielder that is the focal point of your play, instead they switch up the play, they move it forward, they create the plays in the middle of the park, or just a general playmaker who next attack through pinpointing and crisp, clean passes, then my boy Dribbling is not the player for you. You're probably better off going with someone like Kevin De Bruyne or Mesut Ozil, who also has the top transfer card. So if your play style is based around something that, like what I just explained, you might as well find another card review to suit your needs, or maybe just chill on this video to cure your boredom that we are all facing in quarantine. Now, if you're looking for a player, one who runs behind of defenders, like very sneaky, he has great shooting, spatial awareness, clean, quick dribbling, with great goal scoring abilities like your everyday striker, and perhaps a great running ability like a winger, then Jesse Lingard will be a solid addition to your team. His poaching abilities as a goal scorer is one of the best I've seen in the game at the moment, and is very good for his overall and position he's playing. Now that you have an overall idea, let's get into some of his strengths and weaknesses that he possesses inside of the game. Strength number 1, running in behind defenses. Like in real life, his movement off the ball is spectacular. Thanks to his size, he can tend to go a bit unnoticeable during the defensive jam of head-to-head. With a center mid with a great passing stat, you can unleash a ton of breakaways and goal-scoring opportunities, as if he is side by side or even already winning the race to the ball, he's 100% getting there and slamming it home. So if you catch a glimpse of him making a run in behind, all that is needed is a clean through ball and you are on your way to scoring. Strength number 2, scoring ability. Unlike many soccer center attacking mids inside of the game, Jesse Lingard is a fantastic finisher and goal scorer. If you are playing him as a center attacking midfielder behind a striker, he'll always be that second striker despite not having the second striker skill boost, hanging around the half space of the box waiting to get in behind and run his magic. With great shooting stats such as solid shot power, general shooting, and even a long shot trait on his stats, Jesse Lingard can score almost anywhere inside of the box. To complement that, with his great spatial awareness of running in behind defenses, not only can he finish and score, but he can get into those positions as well. If you are planning on using him as a lone player or by himself up without a striker, I do recommend using him as a false 9, as it will allow him to create even more space and even space for other players to get in behind and score. I do not recommend using him as a lone up top target man striker though. Dribbling, strength 3. Jesse Lingard is a showman, we all know that. If you watch him in real life, you know he's an entertainer. With his swift and flashy moves we see on the pitch, inside off the game, he does a great job with dribbling. With enough IQ from you as the player, you can pull off interesting twists and turns to skip past your defenders and go for goal. Although his dribbling is great, it is not to an extent where you can dribble off 2 to 3 players in a tight space or get out tight in trick situations fast enough without losing possession. All in all, he's a great dribbler for his rating and position. Strength 4, strength and recovery. I was actually very surprised about this when I first tried him out. Despite him being the little guy that he is, he actually does a fantastic job with getting the ball back after possession and tackling opponents if he has to. Although it's not consistent, and not always the best, it is actually very good for his stats and overall position. Now let's go over some weaknesses Jesse Lingard possesses throughout the game. Weakness number 1, passing. I was a bit disappointed of the overall passing experience of Jesse Lingard. The through ball can get pretty frustrating at times, and as well with his aerial passing ability. Although it can be a bit annoying, there can be times where he pulls off a decent first-class pass. But he does not do this well. This is why it is important to have some kind of midfield player with a strong passing stat to bring your play forward, as Jesse Lingard does not do this very well. So that is why in the beginning I had mentioned him why he's not the best playmaker there is in the game. And if you're playing him as a playmaker, you will run into some kind of complications. Weakness 2, Ariel Ability. Nothing much needs to be said here. Guys like 4'1". Conclusion. Guys, that pretty much concludes this. All in all, wraps up this video. His final score I gave him out of 10 is 9.2. He could have gotten 110, 10 out of 10 if he had better passing stats. I think in my opinion he's a great player in the game if you're using him for the reasons I had mentioned above. If you are planning to use him as a natural center attacking midfielder, I would suggest to put him as a right wing or center forward, as he can excel in these positions that he also can do well in real life. Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more FIFA mobile content. I spent almost a week making this video, so I would appreciate if you just drop a like if you want to see more of these in-depth player reviews. That's it for all today, and I'll see you guys next video.